Village life in Kenya, Africa is mostly a life of abundance. Granted, you'll see deprived individuals in terms of cash flow with limited capital to start lucrative ventures to earn them a living. Village life, in my experience, is full of overly contented people, happy in their given circumstances and seldom pressured to improve their lives. It's a calm Sunday here in my African village, and I'm getting ready to prepare the midday meal. This is Lynn Afros, and I'm glad you're watching my village vlogs. Subscribing to this channel will help me grow and reach a wider audience. Please subscribe and watch till the end to see my farm-to-table experience in an African village. Come with me as I spend a day in my village home. One thing is for sure, there's no hunger in Africa, especially in the villages. Look around and everything you see is somehow edible. Amaranthus is a wild or volunteer vegetable around here in my farm. I planted groundnuts at the beginning of this year, and surprisingly, they grew this season on their own, and I'll soon have an abundance of the healthy snack for my household. You all know how expensive groundnuts are in Kenya. In other places, they're called peanuts. Let me know if they're affordable where you come from. I believe a 2 kg tin here in my village goes for 450 Kenyan shillings. With a little shopping for basic needs such as cooking oil and salt and spices maybe, you can eat a full meal from simple gardening. Today I'm preparing a farm-to-table simple meal. I've been enjoying the vegetables in this farm for the entire season, and most of them are now in need for replanting. Still, I'll go through my village garden and see what we can have for lunch. I'm thinking of preparing a fried rice stew today. Some of the vegetables in the farm that can go with the rice include my cucumbers, eggplants, lettuce, carrots, and spring onions. My cucumbers have been so cooperative, and I already have a new nursery bed to keep enjoying the cucumbers. The pumpkin family, I believe, does really well in this soil, and I usually capitalize on that. Currently, I have the common pumpkin, which we consume the pumpkin leaves and the pumpkin fruit. We also have butternut squash and cucumber. If you've been around for some time, you know of one particular butternut that I'm really following on, and I believe we're going to soon enjoy a butternut from our farm. This will be our first time. In the past, I tried zucchini and it did so well. Unfortunately, I have to source for these seeds from as far as the neighboring town, Kisii, and this limits what I plant, because you see, by the time I get the seeds, the rain season might have been past, and it's not convenient to plant when the rains are not here. We really depend on the rains, and I thank God that the climate here is quite friendly. The rains are quite stable and you can count on them, and that's why we have plenty to eat almost throughout the year. But then again, during the January to Feb month, it's quite dry around here, and during such times it pays that you have something that has been going for some time that you can use from your kitchen garden. Village life requires you to be overly innovative. You have a lot of space. You can plant whatever you need in whichever amount you want, because then you can have plenty to enjoy from your garden. In our garden, we have a lot of vegetables, various vegetables that are not commonly grown around here. Like, for example, lettuce is doing quite well. As you can see, this is a whole bed of lettuce that we enjoy as a raw snack and even as an accompaniment or spice for our food. Like today, we're going to use it for our fried rice. It's quite tasty and we enjoy it. This right here is the butternut that I was talking about. The size is increasing. It's not yet fully mature, and we'll stay around for that and enjoy it someday. We will have roasted maize or corn on the side today, direct from our farm to table. These are a small plantation that we have at our backyard, and it comes in handy when we need that maize to roast promptly. The maize season is coming to an end soon, and I'm fortunate to have this backyard plantation that I planted late to enjoy roasted and boiled maize on the cob for longer. They're now ready, and today we'll have a snack of roasted maize. I take the chance in the garden to explore and see what needs my attention. And today I've realized the garden is full of weeds and in dire need for weeding. I have already contracted a neighbor to help me weed the garden to allow my vegetables to thrive. In this way, we also create employment because, of course, it's going to be at a fee. And so a family gets to feed. Village life requires you to be overly innovative, and some of the weeds in the garden are functional. For example, I use some of the weeds to sweep the compound and keep it clean, and some also have flowers that attract bees to enhance pollination across my plants. I had a bed of carrots that I've been eating for some time from this point here, and today I noticed that a few of the remaining ones looks like it's now mature, and we're going to use that to add to our vegetables. Of course, a colorful fried rice makes all the difference. Do you know this? This is gooseberry. Gooseberry is called ensobonsobo in my language, and I do love this so much. I'm glad that this is thriving really well. We are soon going to be enjoying the berries. They're now fully formed but still green. When they're ready, the cover turns color, and the little seed right there, the berry, becomes is it orange yellowish in color. These right here are the weeds that will be out by tomorrow, I believe, when the gardener comes in. But today I'm going to use the weeds to sweep my compound. They make really good brooms. Fun fact, this little garden out here, which is not really productive now because the rains have been too much, feeds our family of 5 throughout the week, throughout every week, every month. Because if today we take the pumpkin leaves, tomorrow we can have another type of vegetable like this one right here we just planted recently. It's really good in boosting your blood levels, HB levels, and we're excited for the new growth. Going to be enjoying that soon. This right here is an example of how to use the weeds from the farm to sweep your compound. See how they do a good job, a clean job. They're good at what they do. So even if we do not want them in the shamba, in our garden, they come in handy at times like this. This right here is what CBC is all about. We're learning alongside the kids. See survival hacks for the village. I don't know if you can do this in a city somewhere because it might be hard to access such things because of course you can't go into anyone's garden and start plucking weeds and tell them you're going to use them for brooms. I don't know, but if you have a farm, even in the city, of course this is something you can do. We're in the process of building our wall, and those right there are bricks or blocks, interlocking blocks that we make here at home. One of these days I'm going to do a video to show you how that process goes. This here is what we were able to get from our garden. It has saved me quite a lot for sure. at times like this, and you'll enjoy an egg fried rice meal without spending an extra dime, thanks to our few chicken. We have only a few now because we've sold a majority, and we're going to have more in the coming year. To prepare our meal, we'll use our energy saving jiko charcoal burner, commonly known as a jiko here in my African village in Kenya, Africa. I'll only need oil, salt, rice, spices, and soy sauce, besides my vegetables to prepare my egg fried rice for lunch today. These are all readily available materials that you can use to light your jiko in an easy way. Our eggs go into the pan for frying, and once ready, we're going to go in and prepare our vegetables right there. Once the vegetables are ready, we then mix them with the rice. We fry the rice with the soy sauce, and then we mix them together to give us our egg fried rice. We already have our rice ready, pre-boiled rice, our vegetables right there, and our eggs are ready. So all we need to do is to use a little bit of oil. Okay, not a little bit, more oil, because the rice is a lot. And I also feel like when I use enough oil, then my rice will not be too dry. We have a lot of plans to transform this space into a modern village home as we enjoy life in the countryside. A walk around my village will show you that the village is actually transforming. The old houses, the old model houses are no longer as common as they used to be. For example, it's hard for you to find the thatched houses now in the villages. Especially here in Korea, the growth rate or development rate has been slow, but still a majority of the people are shifting to better houses, to better living standards, even if they're coming from the villages. And that's the plan we have for our life in the countryside. Rural life can be quite slow, but I now appreciate the available opportunities to have or save a coin and even make more through different ventures that can co-run or concurrently run. Think of animal farming, poultry keeping, bees keeping, goats farming, dairy farming, planting or farming maize or sweet potatoes or sunflower or groundnuts or sorghum. All these are opportunities here in the village that you can take advantage of if you have the capital. Of course, they're going to be capital intensive. I cannot lie to you that you can just start from scratch, but then again, you can start small. It's one step at a time. I hope you stay around to follow our journey as I inspire you to invest back in the village if this is something you're interested in. I know it's December holidays and most people are going to the village to visit or to say hi to their parents and loved ones. And when you look around in the village, you might find something that you can invest in, even if you're still going back to the city, or if life is becoming too hard in the city, why not think of going back to your village or another village? In my case, this is not my village where I was born and raised, but still it's giving me really nice vibes, really nice and positive and secure environment. And the people here are quite friendly, and we're having a nice time with a lot of opportunities, and this rice looks yummy. Don't you think so? Fried rice is always my favorite. We'll still go in with the vegetables and mix them all together, and we have a meal. Simple meal for a simple life in the countryside. I can't believe it's December already. December is actually almost over, and we are thinking of school fees in a few days. The year 2024 will definitely bring with it a lot of changes to this space, and it will be my pleasure to share these toddler steps to self-sufficiency with you, both in the farm and in our home and in our farming activities. I hope you stay around to enjoy that. Wish me luck, and thank you so much for watching this far. Much love from me to you. Merry festivities and happy holidays. Bye.